Okay, so let's start with our first equation of motion. Yesterday, we have derived three equations of motion. Okay, so now we will look at one by one how they came into existence. Okay, if you remember, yesterday we have seen three equations of motion. V is equal to u plus at, s is equal to ut plus half at square, and v square is equal to u square plus 2as. So these are the three equations of motion what we derived, what we studied yesterday. Now what we will do, we will look at it that how they came into existence. Okay, how they came. So let's start. The first one, acceleration. We start our discussion with acceleration. So what is acceleration? Acceleration is change in velocity upon time. That's the definition of acceleration. Now here we know very well how we calculate the change in velocity. Final velocity minus initial velocity upon time. What is the symbol we use for final velocity? V. What's the symbol we use for initial velocity? U. So my acceleration A is equal to V minus U by T. That is how we can, that's the formula for acceleration. A is equal to V minus U by T. Okay, now what we will do, we will just rearrange these terms. Okay, V minus U by T. So this T is in division. So when I will shift it on the other side, it will go in multiplication. And what we will get? We will get the equation as AT is equal to V minus U. What we are getting? AT is equal to V minus U. Please write down this, beta. These derivations are important. They may be asked, you may be asked to derive this equation in your exam. So AT is equal to V minus U. Now this is minus U. So what I did, I shift this minus U on the right hand side, left hand side. So this minus U is being shifted on the left hand side and it will become plus U. So what we get? We get AT plus U is equal to V. Okay, so AT plus U is equal to V and we can write it as V. AT plus U is equal to V. So we can write as V is equal to U plus AT. This is our first equation of motion. Exactly. First equation of motion. The first equation of motion is V is equal to U plus AT. What is the base of this equation? The base of this equation of motion is the acceleration. From acceleration, we successfully did this. Okay. Now, have you copied this? So now let's start with the second equation of motion. The second equation of motion. Now, distance. Now, distance, we know how we find out distance. We know speed is equal to distance upon time. So, distance is equal to speed into time, or distance is equal to average velocity into time. Okay, now understand this, why we are saying average velocity into time. Okay, because distance is equal to average velocity into time. Actually, the base of this formula is equal to distance is equal to speed into time. Instead of speed, we are saying velocity. But try to understand our motion. Our motion is accelerated motion. Means the object is not moving with the constant speed. The speed of the object is changing. So that's why what we are doing, we are taking the average of the speed. Since the speed is not constant, is not uniform, we are taking the average of that speed. And when we take the average of the speed, okay, so what we write, distance traveled is equal to average speed into time. Okay, so remember it's average speed into time. Now, how we write this equation? So distance or displacement is equal to S is equal to. Now, what is the average speed or average velocity? So it is the initial velocity plus final velocity divided by 2. How you find the average of anything? So you add those two terms and divide it by the number of terms. if you want to find the average of English, Hindi, and math. So what you will do, you will add the marks of English, Hindi, math, and then you will divide that by 3. Why? Because there are 3 subjects in it. The same way here we are having average speed. So how we will find the average speed? So you will find the initial speed plus the final speed, and you will add it, and then you will divide that by 2. Clear class? So what is my average speed? So my average speed becomes initial speed plus final speed divided by 2. So this is my average speed into time is t. So my S is equal to U plus V divided by 2 into t. That is nothing but my average speed into time. Now we know from the equation of motion. What we know from the first equation of motion, we know what is V. V is U plus AT. You all know what is V. We have just derived what is V. V is U plus AT. So what we are going to do, we are going to substitute the value of V is equal to U plus AT in V. In the first equation, in this equation, S is equal to U plus, instead of this V, I'm going to use U plus A. Okay, so see what happens. So you will find our equation becomes S is equal to U plus, instead of V, I have used U plus AT. So it becomes U plus AT divided by 2 into T. Clear? So we have just substituted, instead of V, we have used U plus AT. Now what we get out of it? So you will find U plus U becomes 2U. So S is equal to 2U plus AT divided by 2 into T. Okay. Now we make a little interesting change in it. Okay. Now what we do? This is 2 and this is divided to UT plus AT. So we are making it separate. So I have written 2U divided by 2 plus AT divided by 2 into T. Understand? This 2 is common to both the terms. No, so I am making it separate. So it becomes 2U divided by 2 plus AT divided by 2 into T. This is how we are getting it. Now what we will do here, we will just simply cut this 2 and this 2 get cancelled. Okay. And what we are going to do, this t is in multiplication. This t is multiplied to both the terms. So I will multiply. So what I'm left with, so it is S is equal to U into T plus A T upon 2 into T, means AT square. How it will become? See, it will become U, and this T is multiplied to it, so it becomes UT plus, and this AT divided by 2. So AT divided by 2, and this T is also multiplied to it, so it becomes AT square divided by 2. Now if you just rearrange it little properly, you will find S is equal to UT. Look at it. S is equal to UT plus. Now this is divided by 2, so I have taken it out. This is the constant. Understand? Whenever we write equation, we write the constant out first. So I have written 1 by 2 AT square. So what equation we get? S is equal to UT plus half AT square. Clear class? So this is how we can get it. Please write down. Write down. So we are having, this is our second equation of motion. What is that? S is equal to UT plus half AT square. This is our second equation of motion. Okay, so the first was V is equal to U plus AT. Second is S is equal to UT plus half AT square. Now let's look at the third equation of motion. Now again, we are starting from the same relation. What is that? Distance traveled is equal to average velocity into time. So our equation of motion still remains the same. Distance traveled is equal to average velocity into time. So what is average velocity? It is U plus V divided by 2 into time. Now what we have done here, we have taken from equation 1, we know what we know. V is equal to U plus AT. So what will be T? So T will be U V minus U divided by. Remember, this is how we can find out T from first equation. For first equation, we know V is equal to U plus AT. Now I want to change the subject of the formula to t. So t is equal to this u will go on the other side, it will become minus, so it becomes v minus u, and this a which is in multiplication will go in division. So what we will get for t? So t will be v minus u upon a. This will be our value for t, v minus u upon a. Okay, so this is our equation of motion for t. Now what we will do, we will substitute this value of t in our equation, that is s is equal to u plus v upon 2 plus, understand, this is our normal part, this is your normal, okay, this is my average speed, plus what is this? This is the substitution what we did for time. So t is equal to v minus u upon a, so it is t is equal to v minus u upon a. Okay, so this is how we have added, instead of t we have written v minus u upon a. Now look at this equation, it is u plus v, look at this, it's so interesting, u plus v plus v minus u. Okay, so u plus v and u minus v means it is the relation. If you remember, there is a mathematical relation a plus b plus a minus b. You know very well a plus b plus a minus b, it becomes a square minus b square. So the same way what we get, s is equal to b square minus u square. A plus b, a minus b. What it will be? A square minus b square. The same way we have written v square minus u square divided by 2a, because this is in division, so I have just done the multiplication of this. So v square minus u square upon 2a. Now here what I have done, this 2a is in multiplication, so it goes on the other side, and sorry, this 2a is in division, it goes on the other side to multiplication, so it becomes 2as. So this becomes 2as is equal to v square minus, now this is v square minus u square. Now this minus u square is shifted on the left hand side. So what it will become? So it will become plus. So it becomes 2as plus v square is equal to u square. We are just rearranging it in a proper way, and we say v square is equal to u square plus 2as, and this is my third equation of motion. Please copy. Very good. Copied. So these are our three equation of motion. Okay, chalo. So understand, we have three equations of motion. Yesterday we have discussed and we have solved, but we haven't derived it. So now it's important, you should know how the derivation of this equation are, okay, from where they came into existence. So that's why we are having three equation of motion. V is equal to u plus at, s is equal to ut plus half at square, and v square is equal to u square plus 2as. Now we will start with our numericals. So let's start with our numericals. Let's solve some more of the numericals. So get up, gear up. We'll solve some more numericals on the same topic. A body a train. Let's start with the next numerical. Write down beta. Train a train train moving with the velocity of 20 meter per second is brought to rest by applying brakes. By applying brakes in 5 seconds. In 5 seconds. Calculate first. What's the first thing you have to calculate? The retardation. Calculate first the retardation. And second, you have to find out the distance covered. Okay, so start solving it. The first thing you have to do is now you have to write down the given first. Okay, because if your given is correct, then you will do it very easily. Okay, so write down the given. Now, what is given? You will find a train is moving with a velocity of 20 meter per second. Means initial velocity is given. How much is the initial velocity? 20 meter per second. Is brought to rest. Means what's the final velocity? The final velocity is 0 meter per second. By applying the brakes in 5 seconds. So what is the T? So T is 5 seconds. Now calculate the retardation. Means we will find A. Okay. And then the second the distance covered. Start solving.
Sir, sir, excuse me, sir.
Find out the retardation.
Excuse me, sir.
All of you write down your
Sir,
answer. Okay. Don't call out your answer, beta. Write down your answer. In the chat, write down your answer. Don't call out your answer. Okay. Because if you call out the answer, then others will also come to know and they will try to reframe your answer. They will try to reframe their answer according to what you are saying. So don't do
No,
it.
sir, not the.
Ha, beta. Oh, wait a minute. Ha, say beta, Tharva.
Sir, this sum was done yesterday.
yes, sir. कल हुआ था.
No, I doubt we have done this.
No, sir, क्या था कल?
Do it quickly.
Last sum, 7th sum क्या था last?
Chalo, no problem. We'll do it quickly. Chalo. I doubt we have done it, but still. So let's find out acceleration. So what is acceleration? Acceleration is equal to V minus U upon T. So A is equal to, what is V? V is 0 minus initial velocity 20 divided by T. So it is A is equal to 0 minus 20 will be minus 20. Minus 20 by T, which is 5. So how much is the answer? So A is coming out to be minus 4 meter per second square. Okay. But what is been asked? Retardation is asked. So write down retardation. Retardation is equal to 4 meter per second square. Now what we have to find out? The distance covered. So which equation of motion we are going to use? So write down the equation of motion is S is equal to ut plus half at square. S is equal to ut plus half at square. Okay. So S is equal to U. What is the initial velocity? Understand initial velocity is 20. 20 into T. T is how much? T is 5. Minus. Now understand it is ut plus half at square, but since the object is accelerating, retarding, so my A is minus, and that's why I've written minus half A. How much is the acceleration? 4 into T square. 5 5 is 25. Okay, so how much is the answer we get? So 20 into 5 gets 100 minus, yeah, I think we have done this yesterday. So my S is coming out to be 15. Yes, I remember we have done this yesterday. Chalo, copy it quickly, beta. We have done it yesterday. We'll start with the next one. Done. Let's start with the next one. Write down The next numerical. A train is moving with the velocity of 90 kilometer per hour. It is brought to stop by applying the brakes. It is brought to stop by applying the brakes, which produces a retardation of 0.5 meter per second square, which produces a retardation of 0.5 meters per second square. Find the first thing what we have to find is the velocity after 10 seconds. And the second, the time taken by the train to come to rest. The time taken by the train to come to rest. Okay, so let's write down the given first. All of you. A train is moving with a velocity of 90 kilometer per hour. So what is the initial velocity? So initial velocity is 90 kilometer per hour. Now that has to be converted into meter per second. So what we will do? 90 into 5 by 18. Okay. So 90 into 5 by 18. How much is the answer? We will find 90 into 5 by 18.
25 meter per second.
25 meter per second. Very good, beta. So it comes out to be 25 meter per second. So what's the final velocity? The final velocity is 0. Okay. It's brought to stop by applying the brakes, which produces a retardation. So my A is minus how much? 0.5 meter per second. Okay. This is the answer. And find the velocity after 10 seconds. So t is also given 10 seconds. Okay, so this is t for the first one, not for the second, because in the second we have to find out the time and we have to find what the velocity after 10 seconds. This we are supposed to find out the final velocity after 10 seconds. Yes, so u is given, we have to find v. Okay, so which formula we are going to use? The velocity after 10 seconds. So initial velocity is given. Final is v, which we have to ask. A is given and t is given. So we can use the formula v is equal to
V is equal to u plus at.
But here it's a is minus, so it's okay. V is equal to u. What's the initial velocity? 25 minus how much is the acceleration? 0.5 into this I can write in brackets into t 10 seconds. Yes. Because what's the velocity after 10 seconds? So what's the answer? So v is equal to 25 minus 0.5 into 10 is 5. Exactly. So it will come out to be 5. So what's the answer? So v is 20 meter per second. So what's the
Meter
velocity?
per second.
After 10 seconds, so the velocity will be 20 meter per second. Okay. Now what is the question? The time taken by the train to come to rest. Now we have to find t. So now here t is not second, t is not given. Now let's find out the t. So which formula we are going to use for this? So we are going to use t is equal to v minus u upon a. Yes, t is equal to v minus u upon a. So t is equal to how much is v? So v is the final velocity, which is 0 minus what is the initial velocity? 25 divided by how much is the acceleration? Now a is given, but I am writing minus 0.5 because it's a retardation. Okay, so understand, otherwise your answer will become negative. Yes or no? 0 minus 25 divided by 0.5 you will do. So minus 25 divided by 0.5, your answer will come minus 50. Okay, so how can the time be negative? It's 0.25 minus 0 minus 25 divided by minus 0.5 because your acceleration is negative. So it is t is equal to minus 25 divided by minus 0.5. So here we get the answer t is equal to 50 seconds. Clear class? So we can easily find out how much is the time taken for the train to stop. Getting it, bachcha log?
Yes, sir.
Let's start with the next numerical. I hope you had copied it.
Yes.
I hope you had copied it, beta.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So let's start with the next one now. Write down. A body moves from rest. A body moves from rest. Moves from rest with a uniform acceleration. With a uniform acceleration. With a uniform acceleration and travels 270 meters in 3 seconds and travels 270 meters in 3 seconds. Find the velocity of the body. Find the velocity of the body. Find the velocity of the body at 10 seconds after the start. At 10 seconds after the start. So write down the given first. The body moves from rest. So what's the initial velocity? 0, because the body is starting from rest. With a uniform acceleration. So the acceleration is there and travels s. Distance is given. How much is distance? 270 meters in 3 seconds. So time is how much? Time is 3 seconds. Find the velocity of the body at 10 seconds after it starts. So what is been asked? The final velocity is been asked. And for that final velocity, the time is 10 seconds. So we are having 2t, t1 and t2. Now how to solve it? U is given, V is not given, S is given, and T is also given. Okay, so what we will do? So first thing we will do, we will find out acceleration. We will find out acceleration.
So the acceleration is 90.
So how we will find out the acceleration? Which formula we are going to use, beta?
Total distance upon total time.
No, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You cannot use that. The object is accelerating. The object is not moving with uniform velocity, beta. You have to use the equation S is equal to ut.
V minus U upon T.
Beta?
V minus U upon T.
V minus U upon नहीं ना बेटा उसमें दो फैक्टर्स नहीं दिए ना फिर if you use V minus U upon T so you A is not given even V is not given na two factors are not given are you getting it so you cannot use
Yes,
the formula V is equal to U plus AT or A is equal to V minus U upon T you cannot use the first equation of motion because there are two factors which is missing and I want A because until and unless I don't find out how much is the acceleration, I cannot find the velocity of the body at 10 seconds from the start. Okay, so until I don't find the acceleration, I cannot come to know. So here I will find out the acceleration. So S is equal to ut plus half at square. How much is S? 270 is equal to, how much is the initial velocity? So initial velocity is 0. So 0 into time becomes 0. So it is 270 is equal to half into acceleration. Acceleration I don't know, but I know t. So t is what? T is 3 seconds. So 3 square is 9. Clear? All of you getting it? See how it is. S is equal to ut plus half at square. So S is 270. Initial velocity is 0. So that's why the ut term becomes 0 plus half a t square. So I'm changing the subject of the formula to a. So we get 270. This 2 which is in multiplication will go in division. Sorry, the one which is in division will go in multiplication. So what we get? 270 into 2, and this 9 which is in multiplication will go to division. Okay, so we get something like this. 270 into 2 divided by 9 is equal to a. Okay, yes. Find out 270 into 2 divided by 9 into a.
60.
Yes. So how much is the answer we are getting? So we find A is
60.
equal to 60 meter per second square. This is very important. We need to know the acceleration. And how much is the acceleration? The acceleration is 60 beta. Atharva, you had added one more zero. So the acceleration is 60 meter per second. And now we can find the velocity of the body at 10 seconds after the start. So now we can do it, and here we can use V is equal to U plus 8. Why? Because what is the initial velocity? 0. How much is the acceleration? 60. How much is the time? So initial velocity of the body after 10 seconds. So what is the answer? 6 into 10. Okay, so your answer is 600. Acha. Atharva, you had given the final answer. Sorry.
Yes, sir.
The final velocity is 600 meter per second. Please copy.
Done, sir.
Very good. Okay, so you have to understand, you may not get the answer directly. So you have to find out one thing or the other, and that's why you are having different equations of motion. So accordingly, you can take your call and you can find out which one is the correct. So now let's start with the another interesting numerical. Write down. A ball initially moving with a velocity of 0.5 meter per second. Okay, it's moving with a velocity of 0.5 meter per second. Its velocity decreases at a rate of 0.05 meter per second square. The velocity is decreasing at a rate of 0.05 meter per second square. Calculate first. What we have to calculate? How much time will it take to stop? And the second thing we have to calculate is how much distance the ball will travel before it stops. How much distance the ball will take before it stops. Now, very important for us to write down the given. Okay, so a ball is initially moving with a velocity. So my u is clear. How much is u? It is 0.5 meter per second. Its velocity decreases at a constant rate. Now understand, velocity is decreasing at a constant
Retardation.
rate. Means that is our retardation. Very good, beta. Because the velocity is decreasing at a constant rate, means it is a rate of change of velocity. Okay, so you have to understand that indirectly they are giving us the retardation. So I will write A only, but I will write minus 0.05 because it's not acceleration, it is retardation. So it becomes 0.05 meter per second square. Okay, now calculate what is been asked. Calculate the time will it take to stop. So T becomes my question mark, and how much distance? So S is the question. Okay. Now, what can you say about V? Time it take to stop. So my V also becomes 0 meter per second. So my U is 0.5, V is 0, and A is minus 0.05. You have to find out quickly. T. All of you
V
find out,
minus
please.
U upon
Don't
T.
call out, don't call out.
Yeah.
Please don't call out, बेटा. आंसर मत बोलो, सबको समझ में आ जाएगा.
So T is equal to V minus U upon A.
माइनस नहीं आता है टी. टी माइनस कैसे आएगा? टी कभी माइनस आ सकता है क्या? सोचो क्या गलती की है? And don't call out. Type your answer now. I want to see your answer. Okay. Type your answer. Okay, so let's find out T. So T will be what? So T is the first equation of motion, V minus U upon A. This is the formula we can use to find out T. Now what is V? V is 0 minus A.
Sir, 10 seconds.
अरे यार आंसर मत बोलना मेरा बच्चा. डोंट कॉल आउट द आंसर ना बेटा. सबको सुनाई देता है ना. ठीक है, डोंट कॉल. यू राइट ना बेटा. तुमको क्या लिखना है लिखो आंसर, टाइप मत करो. So 0 minus U. What is the initial velocity? The initial velocity is 0.5 divided by acceleration. Now how much is the acceleration? To understand, it is not 0.05. Otherwise your answer will come minus 10. It is minus 0.05. So T is equal to minus 0.5 divided by minus 0.05. Okay, so if you solve this, 0.5 divided by minus 0.05, you'll find your answer is coming 10. See, if you don't write, if you write 0.05 for it acceleration, then your answer will come minus 10, and your answer can never be, it can never be negative. As long as time is concerned, how can the time be negative? If time is negative, come on, you have invented the best thing in this world, that is time machine. You are moving behind. Okay, so that's not possible. Okay, so time cannot be negative. So T is equal to 10 seconds. Now, how much is the distance? How much distance the ball travels before it stops? Now we have to find out S. Which formula should we use for that?
Sir, the v square is equal to U square plus 2as.
Why can't we use S is equal to UT plus half AT square?
Yes.
Why can't I use S is equal to UT plus half AT square? Can I use? Okay, so let's find out. S is equal to UT plus half AT square. Let's use this formula. Now S is equal to, what is the initial velocity? So the body initially moving with a velocity of 0.5. So what is the initial velocity? So my initial velocity is 0.5 into T. How much is the time? So it takes 10 seconds. minus. Now why minus? Because it is retarding. So minus half into A. How much is the A? Just now we calculated. How much is A? A is 0.05 into T. How much is T? T is 10. T square is 100. Okay, so S is equal to 0.05, 0.5 into 10, which is 5, minus half into 0.05 into 100, which is again 5. So S is equal to 5 minus half into 0.5 is 2.5. So 5 minus 2.5. So your answer is coming 2.5 meters. Here. So how much is your distance covered by the ball before it comes to stop? So the distance covered by the ball is 2.5 meters before it comes to stop. Okay. Yes, we can find the answer by the equation v square is equal to, we can use the equation v square is equal to u square plus 2as, or we can use the equation s is equal to ut plus half at square. Just be very careful that when you are using s is equal to ut plus half at square, you need to understand that here my sign will not be negative, my sign will not be positive, it has to be negative because it's retarding. Otherwise, if you use plus here, your answer will come 7.5 meters. But it's not 7.5 meters, it is just 2.5 meters. Let's solve the next one. A body, initially at rest travels 100 meters in 5 seconds. Travels 100 meters in 5 seconds with a constant acceleration. With a constant acceleration. Calculate first. What's the first thing you have to calculate? The acceleration. And the second thing you have to calculate is the final velocity at the end of 5 seconds or after 5 seconds. Write down the given, all of you, and start solving. Come on, start solving, all of you, and give me the answer. But type your answer, don't call out. Very good. Let's start with a body initially at rest. So my u becomes 0. At rest, travels a distance. S is 100 meters in t seconds, 5 seconds. So t is my 5 seconds at a constant acceleration. Calculate the acceleration. So a becomes a question mark and the final velocity. So even v becomes a question. Now which equation should I use? So I have to use the equation S is equal to ut plus half at square. No, I'm so sorry. I can't use that equation as well because v is equal to u plus at. A body initially at rest travels a distance of 100 meters in 5 seconds with a constant acceleration. Calculate the acceleration and the final velocity at the end of 5 seconds. So which equation we are going to use? We are going to use the equation S is equal to ut plus half at square. Okay, so S is equal to ut plus half at square. Okay, so how much is S? S is 100 is equal. The initial velocity is 0. The body is initially at rest. So it is 0. So ut becomes 0 plus half into A. How much is acceleration? That's what we have to find out. And how much is t? So t is 5. So 5 5s are 20. So what we will do? 100 into 2. Why? Because divided by 2, no. So that is in division, division will go in multiplication, and 25, which is in multiplication, will go to division. So 100 divided by 2 into 25 is equal to 8. So 100 twos are 200. 200 divided by 25 is equal to 8. So how much is my acceleration? So my
8
acceleration
meter per
is
second.
8 meter per second square. Clear? And since we got A, now it's very easy to find out the final velocity because V is equal to U plus AT. V is equal to how much is U? So U is 0 plus acceleration. Just now we calculated 8. And how much is the time? 5. So V is equal to 8 5s are 40 meter per second. So what's the final velocity? The final velocity is 80. So now we will solve the last one. Okay. So sorry. Let's start with the next one now. Okay. And what an object, write down. An object an object initially at rest. Initially at rest moves with an acceleration of 5 meter per second square. Moves with an acceleration of 5 meter per second square for 5 seconds. Okay. Find the distance traveled. Find the distance traveled in. The first is in 4 seconds and second in 5 seconds, and the third in 5th second. Understand there's a big difference between 5 second and 5th second. Okay, we will find out how much the distance.
मम्मी नीट होऊ दे त्याला तो नीट झाला नाही.
We will find out how much the distance traveled in 4 seconds. Okay, so an object initially at rest. So SU is 0. So let's write down the given. U is 0. Moves with the acceleration. So A is 5. Okay, for 5 seconds. So that T again makes no sense. An object initially at rest moves with an acceleration of 5 meters per second of 5 seconds. Find out the distance. Find out the distance traveled in 4 seconds. Okay, so that 5 seconds doesn't make sense. S is equal to UT plus half AT square. Okay, so S is how much? Initial velocity is 0 plus half. Acceleration is how much? 5. So 5 into 4 seconds. Yes, the first part we are doing. Find the distance traveled in 4 seconds. So 4 4s are 16. 4 square. So what we get, S is equal to half into 5 into 16. So here we get the answer as 40 meters. How much we get the answer? 40 meters. Okay, then second part. How much is the distance traveled in 5 seconds? So again, we are going to use the same formula. Assume, write down this. You can label this as equation 1 because we are going to we require this equation. S is equal to again UT plus half A T square. But again, the problem is the initial velocity is 0. So we are left with 0 plus half. Acceleration is 5 into T is 5. So 5 5s are 25. Okay, so half into 5 into 25. So we get this answer as 25 5s are 125 and 125 divided by 2, which comes out to be 62.5 meters. So this is your second part. Okay, so this is your first, this second. Now find the distance traveled in the 5th second. So after the interval of 4 seconds, the distance was 40, and after the interval of 5th second, the distance traveled is 62.5. So in 5th second, you will find it will be how much? So distance traveled after 5 minus distance traveled after 4. So which will be 62.5 minus 40. So the distance traveled in 5th second is equal to 22.5 meters. Are you getting it? How we get 22.5? Because it is the distance traveled in 5th second. So sir, 5वें second में that time interval of 1 second, how much is the distance traveled? So you find after 4 seconds it was 40 and after 5 seconds it was 62.5. So in the 5th second, how much will be the distance traveled? So the distance traveled in 5 seconds minus distance traveled in 4 seconds. So you can find out the answer is coming 22.5 meters. That's the distance covered in the 5th second of the journey. Clear class? All of you? So I hope you are getting these numericals. These numericals are so very important. Okay, now here class, technically we come to the end of our chapter number 2. Okay, so here we are coming to the end of chapter number 2. Now, since I'm starting with my school from tomorrow, so I will now update you the timing for physics on the group.